Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough. Now, today is going to be another shorter episode, just due to recording constraints that I have, but we are picking up right where we left off. We just beat Rhea, so let's see what she's about to do. Just kidding, stage complete. Now, if you haven't already, please take this time to go ahead down below, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Now, without further ado, it's story time.
You will not be forgiven.
Oh jeez, that looks terrifying.
Look out!
The castle is crumbling. We must escape.
Oh, that would have been a perfect screenshot. I'll have to go back and take one.
Professor, take cover.
Professor!
Uh-oh, what's happening to us? Oh, the music ended. Alright, and just because I will probably want to go back and save that. Oh, we'll have to go through the whole battle again. Alright, whatever. We're going to save the progress right here.
Thank you so much.
Let's see if we have another. Oh, this is interesting. This is different.
1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresfelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Odlin has begun.
All right. We made that happen. Okay, so I'm not sure what to expect here. This
Part
looks
2,
ominous.
Crimson Flower, Ethereal Moon, Beyond Escape. It is Imperial Year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest.
So it's been 5
turmoil,
years.
and
There's a.
bloodshed.
We're in the time skip.
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garreg Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality. As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an attempt to break the war's current state of deadlock.
Interesting, interesting. All right.
You. How long do you
Sothis?
intend to sleep?
Wait.
Your
Sothis?
body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours.
Why is Sothis back?
So much rain. A pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you.
I'm still sleepy. I'm still sleepy.
You complete and utter fool! Have you not changed one bit? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake?
Where am I?
We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river.
Garrick Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
What year is it?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
The Millennium Festival?
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
The monastery.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
My students are waiting for me.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore. Unbelievable.
"5 years ago to the day. If things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival." Halt! Who's there?
Edelgard looks interesting.
It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
I was sleeping.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared. Do you have any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone. Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe.
There's a thumbnail.
5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago. Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago? You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
I sure am.
I thank you. Truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
I really was asleep all this time.
Another joke? Or are you telling the truth? I suppose you must be. In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict. The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The Church, as well as the Kingdom and the Alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all.
The Church and the Alliance?
Although we were of different houses, we were companions who lived and learned together. Some of our ranks are hesitant to battle against them, and against the people of their homelands. However, knowing that you're alive is sure to raise their spirits. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
All right, well, this is interesting. All right, so it looks like we've been asleep for the past 5 years in the game. I don't know what happened after that battle, but what I assume is after Rhea turned into a dragon, after she turned into a dragon, she probably knocked us off a cliff or something? All right, what does this say? Each unit has grown over the past 5 years. Check to see their weapons and stuff, and then Yuritsa will work together with us.
Well now, that face is certainly familiar.
Oh, look at them. They look all
I'm
grown
glad
up.
to see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor! It's me, Bernie! Do you remember me? I can't believe you're here!
I can't believe it. Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Welcome
Our
to the
group
back.
isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
He's got
It's been so
luscious
long.
long hair.
Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great. Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. She took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence, and there was never a day that we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor. It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must take the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden. Myrden connects the monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphne territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world.
All right, so it looks like with us back in the fray, we will be able to, well, finish this war. Looks like Ferdinand wants to go for a visit. I am going to say no for the time being, and we'll find him later on. What do we have here? Oh yeah, we'll participate in this. Sure, why not? Whatever it is. Who do we have here? Anna
Who knew I'd
and...
have an opportunity to show off my singing voice?
All right.
Yeah, I'll
And
sing
Casper.
so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky.
Fantastic. So, first things first, before we end off this video, let's go see everyone's classes, ranks, all that fun stuff. After all, it's been 5 years. We have allies who can take master exams. Okay. So Edelgard's level 30. Oh, can she? She can. She can take the test. No one has leveled up, unfortunately. But, oh, just look at Balthus. But let's take a look at everybody. Starting off with us, I don't think we've increased at all since, I mean, we've been asleep for the past 5 years. As for Edelgard, it looks like everything has stayed the same. Hubert, doesn't matter. Everything looks like it's stayed the same a bit there. Yep, that all looks the same. Everything looks the same. All right. We do have Yaritza here, who is the Death Knight. Can he? So he was the Death Knight the entire time. If I do remember correctly, I believe I remember hearing that during... There's someone's, like, paralogue or something, but he is the older brother to one of the other students here. And it is proven that he is, in fact, the Death Knight. Let's check him out real quick. Yeah. That's crazy. All right. Well, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. I know this was a bit on the, you know, the shorter end again, but next episode should be a little bit longer. We instantly have a battle we're going to be hopping into. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of my Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough. If you have made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.